nobody's here yet, so I'm just gonna wait a few minutes. Hopefully, someone's gonna pop in here. I never know how to start these things, and I don't even know if people watch these live replays. So yeah, that's that's kind of it, honestly. So I don't really put a ton of effort into trying to make a grand start to these sorts of things. So let's just hopefully wait for someone to come in. And yeah. So I don't know. We got one person here. Hello. What's up, Wellsworth Station Productions? Welcome to the stream. You're the first one here. You're the only one here. But we're chilling, honestly. I don't have much to do right now. And I have just recently completed my brand new shelf setup, so I wanted to show that off. What's up, Jerry? Welcome to the stream. It is Halloween Kevin month. Can't wait for Halloween Kevin to become real. Hopefully, they finally decide to release that. But yeah, like I said, we're chilling. We don't really have, or I don't really have a plan for this. I just wanted to show off some new stuff, I guess. We got, like I said, new shelves. But yeah, I didn't know you had Player Bruno. Honestly, I don't think I showed him off, but I do have Player Bruno. Yep, there he is. I like Bruno. I think he's kind of cute. I mean, I'm not an All Engines Go fan, but Bruno's kind of cool. And I do have an episode planned for him relatively soon, so I wanted to get a pretty decent model of him for that, and I didn't really want to make a custom. So this is what we're working with for now. And he's up here on this new section of the shelf with some more non-engine characters. Annie and Clarabelle, Henrietta, and Hannah are back here. This is my new Playrail Old Slow Coach, which I don't know if I showed off on here or not, but I got this a few months ago. Very happy with that. Another thing I haven't showed off yet are these custom Ada, Jane, and Mabel models. Really happy with those. Then we got more brake vans over here. We got Toad. We got the Spiteful brake van. We've got Beatrice back there. Cora's over here. And then we got Bruno. What if you do an episode with him and Toad? That is the plan, actually. I will be doing a Bruno and Toad episode. I'll go ahead and say it. That's going to be a Christmas special. I don't usually do holiday specials for my episodes because I don't like having to release stuff on a certain deadline. However, I will make an exception for this because I thought of a pretty good story idea that I like. So, yeah, that's going to be a Christmas episode. I was going to do a Halloween episode this year, but college is kicking my ass, and I have absolutely no time to make stuff currently. So, yeah, I could have spent this time working on a video, but I didn't want to be honest with y'all. So here we are instead. But yeah, pretty excited for a Bruno and Toad episode. They won't be the only starring characters though. There will be a couple others. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. So yeah. Let me go over here and get a better view of the shelf once again. But yeah, try and do an episode with Bear. Bear is gonna have an episode at some point. I wrote one for him years ago at this point, and now it's just kind of waiting, I guess. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in season 5, so Bear's gonna have to wait a bit for a spotlight, but there is one planned eventually. And what's up, Big City Studios? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Jerry. I like the trains as well. They're pretty sick. Once we get more people in here, I do plan on doing a more in-depth tour of what's changed and what I've added here. But, yeah. What's up, Lydia? Well, can you do one with Norman? Guess what? I've got a Norman episode written as well. Only thing is, it's just taking a lot of time because I don't know if I don't know if I've said this or not, but I currently have 6 seasons planned in my series, and it is taking a while because college and life gets in the way of a lot of that. But I'm working slowly. Over here, you can see sets for my next episode. They're built. Just no filming done yet. So I'm working on it, guys. I promise. But like I said, just taking a while. Lydia, be my boyfriend. Sorry, I'm taken. Hope you find someone though. I appreciate the offer. You can use my OC. Okay. I don't know. I don't really use OCs in my own series. I like to kind of stick to canon. And I know that comes off as hypocritical because I made my own OC a few years ago, and that's still an episode I don't like. So I'm just probably going to retcon that at some point. I don't know if I've said that either, but I wanted to make an OC and then just kind of half-assed it and got really lazy. So yeah, but like I said, there's a lot planned. I have written Lucy's not canon. To be honest, no. I don't really. Yeah, I made an E2 OC who is Thomas's sister. I don't know. I feel like that was really lazy, and I could have done a lot better with the resources I had. But I don't know. The episode just didn't really turn out how I wanted it to. So I was gonna do more with her, but I've since changed my mind on that, and she's just never gonna appear again. So I guess if you want to consider it canon, you can, but I'm never gonna touch her again. So yeah, will you ever do a special? Yes, I am currently thinking of a couple special ideas. I know I have one that is gonna be like pretty far off, but I have started writing a special and a mini series. I will be doing a mini series as well, similar to what Wild Nor'Wester's doing. But again, I don't know when that's gonna be. That'll probably be after my series ends, and we're thinking like years in advance here, so stuff's subject to change. But like I said, mini series is planned, and some of it's written because I write really far in advance. Like all of season 4 is written for my series. Most of season 5 is written, and I think like maybe a third of season 6 is written. So what's up, Brandon? What's up, Nick? Where'd you get your Douglas? I got him on Twitter. A user by the name of HenryFan1000 sold him to me. Where he's right here. Douglas is pretty sick. I love him, and of course, I got Donald as well. Do you take requests? Requests for what? Because if we're talking run requests, then sure. If you want to see some stuff on the layout. Jerry says plans for Barry and Bloomer customs potentially. I actually have not considered making Bloomer, but it could be fun. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see. Barry would be nice. I haven't really decided how I want to do Barry yet. If I want to do tank engine or tender engine, and if I do use a tender engine, I don't know what kind I want to use yet. Oigawa James could be good, but he's kind of expensive and hard to find, so I don't know if I want to do that. Henry is a possibility. I'm not entirely sure on that yet. But my next custom is going to be a new Albert. I did see a custom, or sorry, saw a comment about that. But this Albert here has served me well for the past, 5, almost 6 years. But yeah, I'm going to make a new one pretty soon, actually. Like I said, my next custom. I want to have him done by the end of the year and retire this one. But yeah, awesome collection. Thank you very much. Special idea Thomas mainland trip? Probably not, just because that's been done in the show so many times at this point. But I mean, I don't know. I'd like to do some stuff with the mainland. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome everybody else to the stream who I haven't mentioned yet. Will you use that a whiff? Yeah, I'm gonna use whiff. I'm actually gonna use a knockoff whiff from the AliExpress one because it has side rods. And, Albert has side rods, so I think that's going to be a smarter plan. And probably be cheaper as well, because those knockoff whiffs are like, I don't know, $15. That's a nice shelf. Thank you, Golden Thomas. Appreciate it. Can you use a Mac face on it? Probably not, honestly. I haven't decided what face I'm going to use yet. Usually for customs, I just plan to like go into my parts bin and see what faces I have readily available. If you do tender engine Barry, maybe a Player LC56, that could be good. I like that. So yeah, thanks Jerry, appreciate it. I didn't even consider using that like a real class engine as a base, but very well could, honestly. Arthur maybe for Barry, it's possible. Like I said, I just don't know if I want to do a tender engine or a tank engine yet. So guess we'll have to wait and see. But I did go ahead and buy another Arthur because one of my friends was selling one. So if I do a tank engine, I already have an Arthur for that. For Albert, yeah, Arthur's face could be good, actually. I might have a spare Arthur face somewhere. That's a good suggestion. A knockoff whiff could make for a good Ginty. I can see that, honestly. My Ginty and Pug, I got really lazy. And to be completely honest, I don't like these customs, like, at all anymore. But I made Ginty and Pug out of Trackmaster 2, Thomas and Percy, just because I had extras. How many Thomases do you see? Or how many Thomases do you have? Yeah, there's quite a few. Let me grab a drink real quick. Talking hurts my throat a lot. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of Thomas on the shelf at this point. So, you know what? We'll go through them. Why not? So over here, I don't know what I have and haven't showed off on the channel because I'm getting stuff so frequently at this point, just trying to complete my collection. But we got the, what's this? Talk in Action Thomas. Looks like 3 Thomases on the shelf. Yeah, honestly, maybe 2. 3 might be a little bit too much. We got Talk in Action Thomas here. And that is the Japanese language one. I don't have an English one. We got Real Steam Thomas. We got more Talkative Thomas. If you will. Come on. Okay, well now he's just not turning on. That's great. Okay, well, you know what? If he's not going to cooperate, oh well. This is a pretty recent one. This is a fun find. This is actually a original 1992 first edition Play-Rail Thomas, and it's not in great shape. But this is, you know, you can see it's missing the middle wheel there. And this is a first edition, first year. It doesn't work. But I got this for really cheap. And I thought it would just be a cool thing to have. So there's that. Do you have a Play-Rail Sodor Airport? Yes, I do. Actually, that was one of my most recent purchases. And it was in my last unboxing video. So right here it is in the layout. And this is the version that has the runway on the other side. I believe that version is harder to find. But for Thomases, we also have, this is just a regular Tommy Thomas. You know, everybody's got one of those. Here is the Angry Thomas. We got Surprise Thomas. We got Bumpy Pass Thomas, which is a hilarious face. What's this? This is the Looking Up Thomas from the Season 22 Around the World pack. Then we got Metallic Thomas. This is one of my all-time favorites. Love this piece. We got Back and Go Thomas, which is another really rare one. And this one, of course, goes backwards and forwards. One of my favorite models of all time, to be honest. Then we got LBSC Thomas here. And here is the Hit Toys Flip Face Talking Thomas. If I can... There we go. Yeah. We'll flip his face. It's a little bit finicky, but, you know. I'm also trying to do that with one hand. And then we got the Fisher-Price Talking Thomas. And then down here, this is the Best Dressed Thomas from the old Slow Coach set. This one's really nice as well. Really like this one. We also got Muddy Thomas from Lost Treasure. We've got the Steelworks Thomas from the Thomas and Merlin set. This is the Hit Toys Birthday Thomas. We got Paint Splatter Thomas. Slippy Sodor Thomas is one of my newest additions as well. I just grabbed him because I didn't have him. I also got Christmas Thomas. We've got the I believe this is 2010 Thomas. And then Snow Clearing Thomas. Light Up Thomas. His light's a little bit old there. But yeah, we got the 2015 Talking Thomas. And then the Remote Control Thomas, which I lost the remote to pretty recently. So I have to find that at some point. And there's also a couple up here. We got the 2020 and 2021 Talking Thomases. There's the Trackmaster 2 Metallic Thomas. And then there's this one from the Thomas and Terrence pack. Trackmaster Trains, hello, nice stream. Thank you very much. What item in your collection have you owned the longest? That is a really good question. And one I'm going to kind of struggle to answer because I replace stuff pretty constantly. And, I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think of, like, what I have had the longest. I don't know. It's a hard question. A lot of it's over here. This is my super station. This is where I keep a lot of the old and decommissioned items that I don't really use for stuff anymore. But this Billy, this is by far one of my oldest items. It's not my oldest one, but it is up there for sure. The stickers are all faded and everything. Let's see. There's also this Hero's really old. I know that. And again, a lot of the stuff I had when I was really little, I have just completely lost or destroyed, unfortunately. But you know, that's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, a lot of this here has been replaced. Duck's really old. Duck is a childhood model still. Um, let's see, who else? Because, like, I mean, pretty much everything I use for videos is not from my childhood, or not from my childhood collection. Lady's a really old one. Let's see, I replaced all of these. Paxton's pretty old. I got him right when he came out. But, also, Skarloey is one of my oldest engines as well. So he's nice, really like him. Freddy's really old, and so is Henrietta. But yeah, a lot of this stuff has been replaced. Most of the stuff I had from before my YouTube channel is just gone at this point, unfortunately. So, do you have a Solar Research and Rescue Center set? I don't know in what range you're referring to, but I do have a couple. I'll show over here. This is where I keep some of my favorite wooden railway destinations that don't fit in storage. This is the wooden railway one, if you're asking about that. I do have that. I got this earlier this year. Very cool item. Diana asked me, where's your wooden railway girlfriend? She is currently busy. She's actually sick, so I can't go and see her, and I'm really sad about it. But what's your favorite item? That's another really good question, because I have a lot that I love. Of course, all of my customs that I have actually made myself are some of my favorites, like D199 and Bear. Donald and Douglas are up there. I really like Duck, too. Duck's a great model. Ari and Bert are really nice. Some more favorites. Hank's really good. Murdoch as well. And then also, I saw a comment about this. Angry Gordon. Angry Gordon is by far one of my favorites. This thing's a beast. I love him. Oh yeah, Back and Go Thomas as well is for sure a favorite, and so is the Metallic Thomas. Least favorite Thomas location? Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I'm inclined to say Misty Island, because, you know, everybody hates Misty Island, or at least everybody with standards, but, you know. Yeah, Misty Island is, like, the first thing that comes to mind. I also hate all of those, like, the one-off Hit and Miller locations, like the Balloon Factory, and the Ice Cream Factory, and the whatever else factory. I don't know, there's too many factories on Sodor. What are those lamps for Duck and the Twins? Okay, so these are actually 3D printed. I have a 3D printer now. I don't know if I've said that either, but I 3D printed these lamps and just kind of stuck them on there. They're not on every engine, but I did put them on some, like Bill and Ben. Who else? Harvey and Emily got one. I just kind of put them where I thought they'd fit. Neville's got one as well. If they have lamp irons, I'm not removing the lamp irons, so they don't go on, like, Edward, Henry, etc. Oh, the Back and Go Thomas set. Sorry. No, I don't have the Rescue Center from that. I would like to get it, but I don't know how, because I've never seen one for sale. I'd love it though. It's pretty hard to find. One model you want to own. So this is going to be a really, really obscure one, but pretty much the last model I want, and I know it's kind of surreal to say that, but like the singular Trackmaster model I still want is the 2012 Quarry Dust Peter Sam. Really want that model. It was like part of like that exploding trucks pack thing. I made a collab with tons of Trackmasters on that series if you guys want to see that. But yeah, I think it's called like Peter Sam's Blue Mountain Supplies. That's like the last Trackmaster toy I want, basically. Because like I can't really think of another model. There's also like the Talk and Action stuff. I would like to have those, but I don't really need them. The Rescue Center is the most Fisher-Price ass location. You're kind of right, honestly. And it's kind of weird considering it was before Fisher-Price. But it's okay, honestly. I don't hate it. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised I've never even had it appear in my series in all 4 seasons. And I've actually never written it to appear. So I don't know if the Rescue Center is ever going to appear in my series. You're going to steal those lamps? I mean, I'll make you some. They're pretty easy to make. Let's see. I read that. Do you have a Trackmaster Billy? I got 2. Like I said a minute ago, this is my childhood one. And then we have, where is he? Right here. I got a brand new Billy, actually last month. And he's in mint condition. Got him from my friend Corn on Twitter. But yeah, Billy's awesome. How many wooden troublesome trucks do you have? That's a great question. The Giggling Troublesome Trucks pack, I have 3 of. Like, 3 of each. I have 4 gray faces. I have the white face Troublesome Truck. I have 2 of the 2022 Troublesome Trucks. And then, of course, there's, like, the Sweets ones. I'm blanking on what other ones, but I know there's more. There's the Blue Mountain Quarry one. If I had to estimate, like, there's maybe 20. You know, I actually can show them all. If you guys give me just a sec, I can go back to my bedroom. Because I am out here in my studio right now. But let's go have a look. Do you have the 2003 Playrail Edward, Henry, and Gordon? Or sorry, just Henry and Gordon. I do, but I don't use them in my series. And it's kind of funny. I really just use them. I use the new ones to be different. That's all there is to it, honestly. But here is my Troublesome Truck collection. I think this is all of them. It might not be. The gray faces and the white face aren't in here. But we got some Scruffies. We've got some Ricketies. We got 6 Ricketies. We got Fred here. The Bubblesome Trucks I forgot about, honestly. We got the Giggling Troublesome Trucks, the Sweets ones. I forgot about the Rescue Center Troublesome Truck. We got 2 recycling trucks as well, and the dairy truck, and the Blue Mountain Quarry truck. Hector's back there as well. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and then plus the other 5 that aren't in here. Yeah, that's 30. And then plus the 2 in here, these 2. That's 32 Troublesome Trucks in Wooden Railway. So that is an answer to your question. Let's see. If you could save one Trackmaster and Wooden Railway item, that's tough. But Wooden Railway, honestly, it's a cliche answer, but let me go over here and find him. But it would be the white face Troublesome Truck. I love him. Yeah, this thing's awesome. And then let's see. Trackmaster item. The first thing that comes to mind is like something like Powerful Gordon or Flip Face Hero or Flip Face Toby, something like that. Something that costs a lot of money. But yeah, white face Troublesome Truck is an all-time favorite. Did the Silver Airport come with Jeremy? Mine didn't. I actually got Jeremy a few years ago. So I just found a listing of the airport by itself and bought that instead. Something different. Hey, Caleb, what's up? You doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Kind of tired this week. It's been a long week, honestly. But I wanted to just kind of chill and do something like this. So yeah, thanks for asking. Sorry, guys, my allergies are killing me. I'm about to sneeze. I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't take any allergy medication. What is something you regret in terms of your collection? That is a very interesting question. I've never honestly thought about that. However, you know what I will say? All of the Trackmaster 2 shit I got when I was younger, I don't need any of this. I got, like, every Trackmaster 2 toy. Like, ever. So, yeah, all of that is, like, up here. There's so much of this stuff. And also the Thomas Wood stuff, because I was, like, a 12-year-old in 2018, and I was in denial with Thomas Wood. But, yeah, I bought, like, I think about 90% of the Thomas Wood collection. So I have all of that, too. The 2003 Henry and Gordon, sure. Let's see. The only 2003 style Gordon I have is attached to the more talkative coach. And unfortunately, he's sun-faded, but he does work. You can hear that. And, yeah, this is the only one. I don't use this one in videos for pretty obvious reasons. Because, you know, he's pretty presidentially tanned. And then, also, Henry is right here. I have 2 Henrys. And then, again, one of them is just the standard. And then the other one has the more talkative coach attached to it. Why didn't you customize Smudger with Bertram's face? Honestly, because I didn't want to. I think Bertram's face is nice on its own, but I don't think it looks good for Smudger. And I know that sounds weird, but, like, The Hit Toys Bertram doesn't really look like the Smudger face, in my opinion. So I just went with Rheneas instead. It kind of looks more like him to me. Does it worry walking around the room? No, honestly. I have gotten shockingly good at dodging this stuff. This layout has been up for like 2 years now, so it's just kind of muscle memory to walk around it. What is your favorite custom? That's a good question. Honestly, okay, so I'm gonna answer this twice. My favorite custom that I have made personally, that is probably gonna be, I don't know. Actually, I haven't I haven't thought about this. But if I had to choose, probably Bear and D199. I'll bring him out here. But yeah, there is D199. I recently redid his face, and I like that quite a bit. And I also rewrote his number and BR symbols. So yeah, there's D199. And then I'll show Bear as well. Bear I recently repainted because Bear went with me on vacation last year to Strasburg, Pennsylvania, and he got absolutely destroyed in the suitcase because I didn't wrap him properly. So I had to completely repaint him. But finally, Bear looks good again. And I also, while I'm over here, I saw a question about Wilbert, so I'll show Wilbert as well. This was made by Roxaclock for me. Wilbert looks fantastic. Yeah, love this custom as well. And then, you know, we got 16 there as well. 16's brand new. I just got him last week. Have you ever made old stuck-up? No, I haven't, because I don't know. I don't really want to make a one-off character from the Chris books. And I know that's hypocritical because I made Albert, but, like, Albert's cooler than old stuck-up, and I can just headcanon it as D199. Will you make interpretations of the Austerity Engine and the Vickerstown Tramway? Probably not, honestly, just because resources are kind of scarce. And it's kind of harder to get materials to make customs nowadays because, you know, engines are so much more expensive. And I don't know how I do the Vickerstown trams, maybe just custom Tobies. But Flora would be nice, but she's expensive. So, and I don't want to destroy like 3 or 4 Floras. Do you have a custom Big City Engine? He's right here. And Big City Engine was also made by Laura. I'll pull him out too. So let me... There we go. Let's get him. And this face was actually from the Wooden Railway. And then this is a 2012 Henry repainted. And the tender has been cut up a bit. What's up, Abbey Road fan? Welcome to the stream, dude. Now let me get Big City Engine back in here with one hand. And then, do you have... Let's see. Is there another bear? Yes, actually. I don't know. But I haven't showed this off either. I made this just for fun. But here is a blue bear. This is brand new. I made this like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, this was fun to make as well. So we got green bear and blue bear as well. Very cool. And he just sits here behind Boko. And you know, I was gonna wait for a video to show these guys off, but I made blue Bill and Ben as well. Japanese trams would be a good idea. I haven't really looked at it at the wider Playrail catalog. That'd be a good idea. How much is your collection worth? Ooh, okay, so my friends have actually argued about this on multiple occasions, but it is honestly like anywhere from, I don't know, it's well over 10,000. Honestly, probably maybe 20 or 30,000 at this point, because I know the vast majority of my paychecks go to Thomas stuff. Yeah, so I'll just say that, because you know that explains this. Do you plan on getting the Tomy or Hit Toys Freddy? No, I do not, because I got the Fisher Price one and I painted the running board white. So that's really all I need. Do you have Belle? I have both Bells. I have the Playrail one here, and I use that as my main one. And then over here on the Superstation, somewhere, oh, she's up here. There's the Trackmaster Belle. Let's see. Are you gonna make Peter? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think I need Peter, especially if I make Barry. There's just no real need for him. And I know I make customs that I don't need, but like Peter's one I really don't need. I don't know. Making OCs is less of a priority for me at the moment. It's possible. But yeah. What is the most expensive engine in your collection? Powerful Gordon, by far. Actually, no. Sorry, it was. I paid 80 for Powerful Gordon, but then, about a year ago, I paid 90 for Flip Face Toby. So, Flip Face Toby's the most expensive one. By far. And if we're counting, like, in terms of value, I don't know. Whiteface Troublesome Truck goes for a lot. I only paid 25 for it, but it goes for, like, hundreds usually. What is the character you'd like to replace? That's a good question as well. The first thing that comes to my mind are Ginty and Pug, because I don't like them. I don't like the way I did them. But, in terms of, like, an actual engine, maybe Scruff. Scruff is not in the best shape, and this is a childhood model as well. He's got some scratches. I had to repaint his buffer beams because they got all scratched up. Who else do I want to replace? Because, like, I replaced pretty much everybody at this point. Like, pretty much every single engine I have replaced. Peter Sam would be nice to replace. I want a Hit Toys one at some point. So I'm still on the lookout for that, actually. And yeah, that's about it, honestly, for engines I want to replace. Let's see, we ever get Millie running? Yeah, actually, that's a really old callback, but I actually put a new chassis on Millie. So, actually, I don't think she has a battery inside of her. Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Or she does, but she isn't working. But you know, normally, Millie would be working. I don't know why maybe the battery's dead. I don't know. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Yep, Millie works. If I can get the shell back on her. Things are fidgety sometimes. But yes, Millie does finally work. So, yeah, very happy about that. But yeah, I made Millie like years ago, and I only got a new chassis for her recently. Best Trackmaster 2 motorized item. I'm going to go with Lexi. They cooked with Lexi, honestly. She looks really good. I like her quite a lot, actually. One of the few times Trackmaster blew Playrail out of the water, I'll say that. If you make Iris, what model? My mind immediately goes to Salty. I feel like that'd be the closest. Maybe there's a Playrail model out there that fits better, but I can't think of one at the moment. Why is Scruff's coupling so damn long? That's a great question, and my only theory is that just so he would fit in the box, and they could still couple into the trucks, because Scruff's really short, so maybe they wanted to make him the same length as, like, a Thomas. Where did you get a sky backdrop? I got it on Amazon. It was like 15 bucks, and then I just cut it up and put it where I needed it. And it's falling down, so I need to put it back up. What's a custom you want to remake? I've said this a couple times, but Albert for sure is one I'm not a fan of. Ginty and Pug as well. I think those are like the main three. Ivo Hugh is a possibility, just because I used him out of my childhood Freddy, and my childhood Freddy didn't work. So Ivo Hugh can't move. So I would like to make a moving Ivo Hugh at some point. So you're not worried about the batteries left inside your engines? No, I'm not. I cannot be asked to remove batteries out of all of these engines. Like every single engine on here has a battery in it. And I know people have made fun of me for that, and I really don't care, honestly. It is, it's a little worrying. But I'm not super scared because I know how to replace motors and clean them and all that. So, it's not a huge deal to me. Will you ever make a custom Billy using Charlie? No, just because I feel like that'd be a waste of time. It would look better. It'd definitely be an improvement. But I also just got a brand new Billy. So I wouldn't want to immediately buy that and then replace it like a month later. What's up, Phoenix Train? Welcome to the stream. Whoa, that engine behind Connor and Caitlin. I'll get to that in just a second. If Kana was introduced in the OG series, she would serve as TV versions of Pip and Emma. I agree, honestly. Yeah, totally. And I do want to use Kana in my series at some point. Don't know when or where or how or why, but I want her to appear. Yeah, I made a custom for that reason. Custom or engine you really want? Let's see. For customs, I want to finish the Great Race characters, and I need Carlos, Frida, and Ivan to finish the Great Race cast, and those are probably going to be next year. And then, will you make the Wellsworth and Suttery engines? I'd like to at some point. I don't know if I want to go for the official Canon designs or if I want to go for the Wild Northwester ones. But I don't know. They'd be fun, honestly, to work with. Why'd you get a Tomy Sir handle? Okay, so this is gonna be a hot take, I know. However, I prefer the Tomy Play Rail Sir handle. I love him. I just think he's got a nicer looking face, and I think the gray wheels look really nice. I'll say it. Yeah, they look great, in my opinion. So, I will be using him from now on. And also, my Fisher-Price Sir handle has like a really big scuff on his face that really bothers me. You can't, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like in the eyebrow there, and there's like a big dent in his face, and that has bothered me ever since I got him. Alright, I don't know if you've seen it, but if you were to make a British Rail GT3, yeah, I got no idea what that is. Sorry. Will you make Rusty's Ghost? No, because I already did. Boom, here's Fletcher. So, yeah, I named him Fletcher because the mid-Sodor engine named Jennings. Thought it would fit. But this is specifically based off of Rheneas Productions, A Change for Fletcher. That's where the name comes from. And I just made him black, like the Canon version from the episode. Let's see, how much was Douglas? I got Donald and Douglas together for $75. So if you want to half that, I got Douglas for like 30 or 40-ish. Let's see. You love the gray wheels from Sir Handel and James. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I think the gray wheels look a little bit worse on James. I wouldn't use those personally, but I think they look great on Sir Handel. I don't know why. But yeah, it's funny that Sir Handel is the character that has 3 different wheel colors. And I also just got the Hit Toy Sir Handel as well. So, just completed that. And also, the Sir Handel in Charge I got last year. Will you make a Proteus statue? That's not a bad idea. I could do that maybe with either a Take-Along or Wooden Railway one. Take-Along, I would repaint a Sir Handel. But yeah, what is the most expensive variant you own, excluding Gordon and Flipface Toby? That's a good question. I would probably say maybe one of the Talking Flipfaces. So, like, Talking Flipface James is up there. Talking Flipface Thomas as well. And Flipface Hero is definitely up there as well. Who else is really expensive? I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, these two. Busy Bee James and Red Nose James are both very expensive. They go for, like, 50 to 100 nowadays. Do you have Oigawa Thomas and James? Yes, I do. And they live up here in Tidmouth Sheds. Alongside Black James, Streamline Thomas and Gordon, and Patchwork Hero. And Railway Birdie. Do you have Knockoff Hank? Yes, I do. He's right here. And this is actually one from my childhood, because I never got a real one when I was little. Even some of the take-along models of James have gray wheels. Yes, that's true. I have a take-along gray wheel James. I don't know where he is, but I do have one. I got him a couple years ago. Let's see if there, let me look for a question I missed. I know there was one. Any tips on buying models and making videos? So, the number one thing I can recommend is buy cheap. Definitely try and get stuff used on either eBay or Mercari, and make sure they're in pretty decent shape, but also shop around a bit and wait for good deals. That's one of the main things. Don't waste your money. I know some people would see this as a waste of money, but, you know, I have tried to get the best prices on all of my items, and I still try to do that to this day. Oigawa James has a colorful history. Yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, you got Busy Bee James and he wasn't expensive. You know what? Congratulations, because mine was very expensive. And if you look on eBay now, he is very expensive. Worst Trackmaster 2 engine? Steven. It's Steven. Steven is gross. Gordon and Henry are pretty bad as well. Edward's awful. Those are like the worst ones. Victor's really bad. Hate Diesel 10 as well. Yeah, that's like the ones that immediately come to mind. I think that's about it. Oh, Glyn. How could I forget Glyn? Glyn's terrible. But I have to use him because it's the only one that exists. You got your James for 29. Not bad, honestly. What engine looks cheap to you but isn't price-wise? Good question as well. Uh, Immediately my mind goes to Duck and Oliver. They are not worth what people sell them for. I mean, Duck's great. Absolutely love this model, but people are trying to sell him for like 50, 60 bucks nowadays, and he's just not worth that. That's why I've never replaced my childhood Duck. And then Oliver's his own can of worms. We're not even going to talk about. Who else is really expensive? Boko is really expensive. Great model, but again, people are selling them for way too much nowadays. Let's see. Steven's play. Okay, so I get so much shit for this from all of my friends, but I love Playrail Steven. He's very charming to me. Yeah, I absolutely love this guy, and I will be using him in my series. So, sorry. Got a Duck for 35 with a coach and a brake van. Not bad, honestly. Yeah, Duck, like anything below 40 for Duck is pretty good nowadays, which is kind of sad to say because he really shouldn't even be that much. But oh well. Got a lot of Hit Toy, Trackmaster, and Tony stuff for €80. Wow, not bad, not bad at all. Let's see. Trackmaster 2 Percy's really bad. Oh, and this engine here. So this is the Waruda Scorpion. I'm actually gonna get this thing out and take it down to the floor. Oh, sorry, Den. My bad, bro. And we broke the coupling as well. This is a disaster. Den'll be fine. He's been through worse. Okay, so we get this thing situated. Here is the Waruda Scorpion. This thing is one of the dumbest purchases I've ever made, but I love it. So for those who are not aware, this is like a decade ago at this point, but Percy Engine 619 had a series of Tomy Soto races, and I know that was like a really influential thing a decade ago. But basically, this thing appeared in one of those episodes, and I remember it like grabbed, I think, Ari or Bert, and literally just killed him, like tore him in half. So, and I don't remember what the plot line for this thing was, but like it just kind of appeared on Sodor, and from his personal collection, I guess. And I was rewatching that series with some friends, and we were like talking about it. And then one of my friends, Train Club Noah, he asked me, "Luke, you should go buy that thing." And he's like, "Go find one." And I was like, "Okay, bet." So we did some searching, and about half an hour later, we found it. We found the name and the item and what it was a part of, and I immediately went and bought one with no hesitation. So it's hilarious. The power car here is in the center, and it just kind of goes around, and then it has these little tabs on the bottom here. So the scorpion arms come out like that, and then this piece back here, there is a scorpion tail that comes up like that. So this thing is crazy cool, and I love it. So that is the Waruda Scorpion, and that's why I have it. I think more people should get this thing from the Thomas fandom. It looks awesome. Let me put this thing back up and save Den. All right, we're back. Let's see. It is sad that Trackmaster 2 was Glenn's only piece of merch till recently. Totally agree. Oh my god. I don't know how we went 9 years with only one Glenn toy, and it was terrible. So yeah, for those who don't know, Capsule Playrail has just released their Glenn model, and I will be getting mine next week. So I might talk about that wave, actually, and review it, because I think that'd be fun. That'd be a fun video. But, honestly, I think Wave 111 is, like, the best capsule wave we've had this decade. Or at least to me, personally, it's one of my favorites. But, yeah. Is it bad I'm willing to pay $170 for a mint duck? Yes. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't waste your money. You can buy so many more things than that. If push comes to shove, you could, like, I don't know, maybe outsource a duck. Try and find one on, like, eBay UK or something, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Play-Rail Ringing Glyn. That would have been awesome. I don't know why they didn't do that. But I don't even remember if I'm pretty sure that Adventure Begins got a Japanese dub. I'm like 90% sure it did. Actually, yeah, I'm sure I know it did because they got a bunch of Japanese merch. But yeah, they should have done a Play-Rail Glyn. Why didn't they do that? What engine is not worth the price? Oliver, by far. Oliver's the first one that comes to mind. This thing right here, I mean, I only paid like 30 for it, but people will pay hundreds of dollars for an Oliver, which I just do not understand. Which Trackmaster model would you suggest buying? Ooh, that's a good question. So, my first thought is like anything here on this top row. I mean, I feel like these are the most essential characters, and then replace like Daisy with Diesel because my Daisy's 3D printed. But yeah, I mean like Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby, Duck, the Scottish Twins, Oliver, the Clay Twins, Boko, even Diesel and Mavis, I'd say are like the quintessential characters. Stepney's up there. Stepney's a really good one. I'd say Diesel 10 is really good. And even characters like Emily, Spencer, Murdoch. I mean, yeah. It really depends on who you have and who you really want the most and what you're going to use them for. But that's just my thoughts. The only capsule player legends you have are Gordon and Douglas. Honestly, not a bad character selection. I have every capsule play rail character, and you guys are not ready for this capsule collection video because I have nearly doubled my capsule collection since the 2023 collection video, and you guys are in for a ride with this new one. I've got so much cool stuff to show you, and I cannot wait for it. You traded your kidneys for a Minis Gordon? Who wouldn't do that? Come on, like that is Minis Gordon is like the quintessential Thomas toy. If you don't have one, what are you doing? If you need to sell both of your kidneys to get a Minis Gordon, do it. Do you like your Halloween picture? If you mean your profile picture, then yes, I love Hasbin Hotel. That's awesome. I don't know what other picture you're referring to, sorry, but your profile picture's sick. So I'm making sure I didn't miss any messages. Oh, Shed 17 vibes with the Waruda Scorpion. I see that. Player Steven is good except the tender. I agree. I think for me the main thing is like the front of Player Steven is near perfect, and then the tender sucks, but I can look past that because I think this front piece is so perfect. You have all the capsules, but you have Halloween Kevin. Yes, I do have Halloween Kevin. You just can't see him. So take that, Diana. Got Mighty Mac for 15 at a train show. Not bad. My Mighty Mac, I think I paid 30 for my Mighty Mac. I think I paid 30 for him with the coaches though. Not a bad deal. I've got 4 Mighty Mac coaches, by the way. So that's because I bought a second Mighty Mac to make Little Giant. Your question: do you love Alvin and the Chipmunks? It's all right. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't really know the franchise very well. If I had to pick a favorite, probably Simon. He's funny. He's a nerd. He's like me. Let's see. I think I have caught up with all of the messages and questions. I believe so. Oh yeah. Phoenix Train says their favorite model is the Tommy Henry with the separate molded face. Good pick, honestly. I actually have both right here. This is the one with the painted face, and then here's, I got 3 right here with the separate face. Why do you have Trackmaster Mike and Frank but not Rex, Bert, and Jock? So, Rex, Bert, and Jock, they didn't get made, obviously. So, we got Mike here. This is an official model. And then Frank, I bought this specifically because, for those who don't know, Steven Garcia is an incredible custom maker. And I love his work. And I've loved his work ever since when I was younger. And, so he was selling a few of his customs. I think this was 2021 or 2. And, I grew up on his stuff. And I've always loved his Frank model. And so when he was selling that, I really wanted to get it. Because, I mean, that was something I'd watch all the time when I was younger. So now I own this model from these videos that I used to watch all the time. So Frank is very special to me. I really like him. Honestly, I don't know if I want to make Rex, Bert, and Jock because I don't really need them, because for my series I use the die-cast ones. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Murder Drone's favorite character, Uzi. It's Uzi. I love her. She's awesome. Do you plan on making Cully Fell engines? Same reason, no, because the miniature stuff, because the Cully Fell engines haven't appeared in my series yet, but I've got a couple ideas written down for them, so they will appear later in Season 4, I think closer to the end of Season 4. But I will be using the diecast, the Erdls, and the Taken Plays for those. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on the updated CGI Play Rail engines? They're pretty good, for the most part. Edward and James are terrible, but I love Gordon. Gordon's amazing. Henry's alright. He's not great, but I like him. And then, who else? I don't use the CGI Thomas, but I love him. And Percy's great, too. Is it possible to turn your camera landscape? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I can't. The only thing I can stream on right now is my phone. And if you stream on your phone, then it doesn't let you change the orientation. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. And if there is, then I don't know how. So, sorry. But yeah, that's a good question though. Thanks, Diana, for letting me explain that. Bow. Okay, yeah, I made a custom bow. I think this was January or February of this. I don't really remember when. But I made bow out of the Playrail Toy Story engine. Let me go ahead and pull them out here. Take a quick look at them. But yeah, it looks extremely similar to bow. It works shockingly well as bow, honestly. I have a printed face for him there, and then the tender as well. Really happy with that. Love how this bow turned out. Probably one of my favorite recent customs, honestly. And while I'm down here, I also gave Nia a white footplate. Thought I'd mention that. Favorite Trackmaster 2 model? I said this already, but Lexi, where is she? She's right here. Yeah, Lexi definitely is really good. Who else? Shane? Shane's alright, and Etienne too. I like these two a decent bit. They're not perfect, but they're alright. Can't decide if you should get Mavis or Stepney. Honestly, I mean, I encourage bad spending habits for my friends. So if you want to get both of them, go ahead. But Stepney is probably cooler. So, I like Stepney. But, I mean, they're both awesome. They're both great characters. Theo's a muffin. I agree, honestly. You're right. Favorite Bachman model? Ooh, probably Ryan. Ryan's great. Daisy's great. And Rosie is up there as well. Scottish twins, I could go on. But yeah, I love almost every Bachman model. Buying Bachman engines is a bankruptcy speedrun. That is very true. As someone who has every Bachman engine, that is true. Yeah. What's up, Trainboy90? What's up, Copyrighted Nerd? What's up, Thomas at Thomas and Friends Engine Adventures? Welcome to the stream, guys. Yeah. Someone mentioned Little Giant. But yeah, I do have him right here. I'll show him off for you. Yeah, Little Giant, I think, Little Giant was really fun to make, honestly. Really love how this turned out. I did say earlier, but my favorite customs that I've made personally are D199 a bear. And then I think for the ones that Laura has made me, I'm going to go with Fred. Because I think Fred is like the coolest thing. That's a Tommy Salty sitting on a Trackmaster 2 Percy chassis. And it still works. That's so cool. I love how that thing turned out. Saw a motorized talking Nia. Cool. Honestly, yeah. I think it's kind of neat they're still doing the talking stuff for AEG. But, yeah. Love that D199. He looks like he's about to explode. Thank you. I love the expression as well. He's so pissed. Let me step back again so I can get a better view of the shelves. Actually, I saw a talking Nia at my Walmart too the other day. Love your used in box Hornby Thomas. I would like to have a Hornby Thomas, honestly. Don't know if I'll ever get one. I will, or I won't say I will, but I do want a Hornby Percy at some point. I really like him. Most expensive engines. They are Powerful Gordon for sure, and Flip Face Toby. I paid $80 for Gordon and $90 for this Toby, so. But they're worth it. I'll say that. Oh, the red engine behind Duck and the Twins is just the CGI Playrail James. I replaced him pretty recently. for the cast with this 2003 James. And now he just sits back here with the knockoff Donald Douglas. Dennis, but he sounds like Moist Critical. That's perfect. And you're a genius. What else? Any Flying Scotsman model behind the Trackmaster 2? Officially, no, there is not. And that's why I have the Trackmaster 2 one up here still. I could have some customs made, but I don't know if I want to be honest. Do you have RC Cranky? I sure do. And he's right up there. He touches the ceiling, basically. I think he's like an inch away from touching the ceiling because he's so tall. And, he's sitting on the top of the shelf. What was the cheapest item? That's a good question. I'm trying to think, like, who did I not spend a lot of money on? Actually, for his value, honestly, 2003 Edward, I spent like, I want to say $20 to get this guy new in box. So that was not this one specifically. This is like a sun-faded one, but up here, this one was like new in box for $20. Who else was really cheap? This Toby specifically was pretty cheap. I got him for like $10. This Diesel was free. This was a gift from Noah the Train Club. Stepney I got for like 10 or 15. Salty was really cheap. My Play-Rail Stanley was like $7. I'm trying to think of who else. My Play-Rail Gator was like $2. And he came with Marion. Or he didn't. He didn't come with Marion. So I got a Gator by himself for like $2. Who else was really cheap? I'm trying to think. I paid like next to nothing for Rusty. He was like maybe 15, but he also came with some other stuff. And yeah. Do you have AEG Trackmasters? I got some. I was kind of curious to see what they were like. And will I get Donald Douglas? Probably, because I love Donald Douglas, and to get toys of them in 2024 that aren't Japanese is crazy. So I will probably do that. And then let's see, $1 million collection right here. Yeah, bro, thank you. Bachman Stanley. I cannot wait for Bachman Stanley. I will be getting him day one. I promise you. And Rebecca as well. I will be getting Rebecca day one. She's amazing. Bachman has been on top of their game in the past couple of years, and I'm very, very happy with what they've been putting out. Got a wooden Percy or 93 wooden railway Percy for $5. That's a sick deal. Can you hear second generation Edward? More talkative Edward? Yes, love this guy. Yeah, he's sick. And he works too. My James and Gordon of the more talkative series do not work, sadly. But the other four do. Percy's down here as well, somewhere. Where is he? He's over here. Yeah. Rip Bachman Duncan. I am still sad about Bachman Duncan. I know it would have been the CGI one, and I know it probably would not have been up to a lot of people's standards, but I love Duncan, and I would have been willing to pay for a ready-to-run Duncan regardless of what he looked like, so I don't know. That's just kind of unfortunate. Any updates to Derek and Ivo Hugh and customs that need to be fixed? Derek works. I don't think he worked when I first made him, but he does now. I have replaced his motor. His battery is pretty low, unfortunately, but he does move, so that's something. And Ivo Hugh still doesn't have a motor. I would like to do that at some point. Just don't know when. Where are your other ranges stored? I can show them off, actually, if you want. I might do that, take a break from the studio. But yeah. What do you think about AEG Push Along Duck? I cannot believe it exists, and I'm honestly surprised it's already released. So for those who don't know, or if you're not in the loop with Thomas merch, I don't really buy a lot of AEG stuff, but I do keep up with it because I think it's interesting. And yeah, I mean they're dropping everything for 2025 right now. Like every item that's been revealed that was supposed to release next year is already out. and we know All Engines Go is ending, and we know that like they're liquidating stock, but it is surreal to see like this amount of stuff just being dumped out of nowhere. I mean, Duck was found. Donald and Douglas will probably be out like next week at this point. Who knows? If you update Ivo Hue, will you paint him red or purple? I will paint him red. I am not a fan of purple Ivo Hue. I don't know why. I'm just not. I think he looks nicer in red. I think it's a cool symbolism that like the newest engine built on the Skarloey Railway is also the same color as the oldest ones. Can you explain why Derek has Salty's body? It's because I was lazy. That's all there is to it. Actually, let me show you guys something. That's actually pretty cool. Oh god, I stepped on Beresford. Okay, you know what? Actually, it's in here. It's in this little... There it is. I actually bought this thing. I don't know the basis or what it's called, but I bought this to make Derek, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But whenever I get some time, there will be a new Derek. And it sits in here in the parts box waiting to be used. You're desperate for Thomas models, so honestly, if push comes to shove, go ahead and do it. Because I recommend the knockoffs. If you want to do those, they're not a bad option, I will say. I used them for a decade. Sorry, Trainboy 90, I haven't seen your City of Truro custom, but I will look into it later. Let's see. Love your layout, thank you, appreciate it. And, Playrail DD51, thank you, Jerry, appreciate it. Will you be getting the HO figures? Yes, but I will not be using them with Bachmann. I'm going to be using them for my series, so be on the lookout for that at some point. Yeah, I mean, those are going to replace the capsules for what I can, at least, and I think they look great. Your stores don't even have Thomas stuff? That sucks. Sadly, mine does not really either. Mostly, at least my Walmart has a little bit. Target has almost nothing at this point. Got 2 Nias for chassis donors. Nice. Not a bad idea, honestly. That's kind of what she's mostly used for. Cool Tommy stuff, bro. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. If you didn't see, yeah, there's my current shelf setup. I'm still really proud of this. I've been showing it off all stream. Plan to use them with your Tommy engines? Yeah, honestly, I think the new Bachmann figures look great, especially at that scale and the detail that they put into them. They look awesome, and I really can't wait to get them. Where are your other merchandise? I'm going to go ahead and show those now. So if you guys give me just a second, I will be moving out of the studio. Because the studio is where I keep all of my Tomy Trackmaster stuff. And my bedroom kind of has everything else. Can I have your broken James? I'm sorry, I don't have a broken James. I might have said that earlier by mistake. Oops. Anyway, we'll start here with the wooden railway stuff. So here is my coach container, I guess. You got your Andy and Clarabelle. You got your express coaches, Ada, Jane, and Mabel. You know, all the hallmarks. And I put a face on Henrietta pretty recently. So take a look at that. Yeah. We also got some more rolling stock in here. This is like the most important rolling stock, or at least some of it. I'm not gonna go super detailed into these things, but yeah. And then in here we got all the tankers and the hoppers with some Chinese dragons back there too. Here's some more variants, like different years of characters. Mostly in pretty bad shape. In here is some more variants. A lot of this is new that I haven't showed off. Here's 2011 Skarloey. Here's I think Oily Diesel and Oily Salty are new as well, and so is Oily Percy, as well as Zootor Percy. I also got Dusty Steven recently. He's a nice item. Let's see. Let me read these messages for a minute. Such as 3D printed 57, 14, and Junti shells. That's pretty cool. Here in Germany, you can get nearly next to nothing from Thomas stuff. Damn, honestly, I really wish it was the same way here. Stuff's getting more expensive now, sadly. But, yeah. Let's see here. Do you have any taken plays? Yes, but they are all in storage right now, sadly. I will be getting a new display piece for them decently soon in the next couple of months, hopefully. But, yeah. Do you have any Ertl? Yes, I do, and I'll show those off later. How long have you been collecting stuff? 16 years. Ever since I was 2 years old, I've been doing Thomas merch. Hornby Toby is taller than the Burj Khalifa. That is true. I've seen both in person, which is a lie. I've seen neither in person, but it would be really funny if I did. And anyway, here are some more variants and such. There's some new stuff in here as well. I actually got the Wooden Railway Royal Toby yesterday. He's brand new. And then in here is the 2022 stuff. That's everything except for the brand new set. I have something related to how a TV series Realistic Sandy would work. I don't want to spoil that, actually, because I do have plans to use Sandy in my series and actually do her. However, you know what? Since you guys are here, you can hear it. But I want Sandy to be owned by the Brendam Docks manager and work at the docks. So, and you know, she'll be like the Brendam Docks manager's transportation. I'm gonna say you're one of my favorite creators. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot, honestly. Thank you so much. Earl Toby's bigger than Big Boy. That is true. But yeah. Anyway, more Wooden Railway. Actually, all the tech stuff is in here. This is almost every Bondi Tex item is in this box right here. And then actually, here's like some extra Wooden Railway and a little bit of Take Along and Take and Play in this box. This is like some extra stuff. We had talked about Troublesome Trucks earlier, but we'll take a look at those real quick. Train Boy 90 has been a Thomas fan for years. Currently in the process of doing a series. That's cool. Yeah, honestly, that's sick. Series are really fun to make. They just take so much time. Got more variants here. This is a lot of Mattel stuff. And then we got some even more Mattel variants, like that. And Rolling Whistle James just went off. Do you like Wreck-It Ralph? I haven't seen that movie in like a decade, dude. I should rewatch that, honestly. And then in here is all of my cargo and accessories for Wooden Railway. In here are the cargo cars, and in here are like the 90s, early 2000s items. Plans for a factory error collection video. Yes, I have wanted to do that for like 2 years now, and I just never got around to it. I don't have a ton, but I've got like I got a handful of factory errors, maybe a dozen or so total. Do you have plans to remake season 1? Absolutely. Season 1 of my series is garbage, and I cannot wait to remake the rest of it. It sucks so hard, and I'm embarrassed by it still. So I can't wait to redo some of that. I did a poll, I think about a year ago at this point, for asking people what they wanted to see, and more people chose season 4 to be made over season 1 remasters. So season 4 is going to take priority. But I still want to do those. They're still on the back burner right now. Trackmaster Timothy is wider than Russia. That is true. Let me move around and show off some more Wooden Railway. Here we have like a ton of box cars, and then a ton of like other random learning curve stuff. And then back there are some barrel cars. In here we got more just random rolling stock, I guess, with some extra Andy and Clarabelles in the back. Here are all of my brake vans, cabooses, and then some more rock trucks over there. We got some more learning curve variants this time. Very cool. And then some even more learning curve variants. These are like, again, more years of like older engines and such. In here are all of my diesels and electric engines and Marion, because she fits in here. So yeah, there's all of those. And in here are all of my tank engines. Down here are all of the tender engines, and at the very bottom are all of my road vehicles. Very cool. But we're not done yet, because there's even more Wooden Railway. Because here we have some of my favorite variants, and I keep these in a special drawer over here. We got all of my battery-powered ones. I have almost the entire battery-powered collection. And then, this is a special drawer, and of something I haven't showed off yet, but this is my Brio collection. And this is going to be expanding very soon, but I will be doing a dedicated video on Brio at some point, and I can't wait for that. Love Brio stuff. Very cool. And then we've got extra road vehicles here. And actually, speaking of factory errors, and on the topic of factory errors, I got a brand new one. Here's Bulgy with Daisy's face. And this is the same one. If you guys haven't seen, or if you have seen, this was a Nicky Gray video. This was in one of one of Kikray's earliest factory error videos, and now I have it. And yeah, also just other like extra road vehicles. Got an army of Heralds back there. And then in here is some more cargo that I just haven't put up yet. I got this recently, the bubble car, and these wooden whiff scrap cars. And that's all my wooden railway basically. And then down here we have Erdl, and these drawers stick a lot. Just so bear with me. But here's all of my Erdl small engines, and then okay, a wire just got caught in the drawer there. Sorry. And then I don't even know if I can get this one open. Hold on. I need a new drawer for these guys. I have to use like both hands to pry this thing open. But yeah, there's like some narrow gauge engines and road vehicles. I genuinely forgot I got this thing recently. Wow. Yeah. Let me close that back up. I forgot I had 2 Erdl Georges as well. I need to look at my Erdl stuff more often. Okay, my laptop charger keeps getting caught because it's like right next to this thing here. And then if we pull open this, okay, so I had to put the pull and zoom stuff in here just to save space because I ran out of room in my storage. But let me move these for you guys because all of my Erdl rolling stock and larger engines and cranky for some reason are in this one. We got Jock as well. Love Jock. We got Murdoch. We got Arthur. We got Spencer. This is my custom Erdl mic. I don't think I've showed this off on the channel yet, but you know what? You guys get to see him. This guy was on my Twitter a few months ago. But yeah, there's my Erdl mic. His wheel's like a little bit stuck there. Let me pull it down. Come on. Okay, well, a couple of his wheels are stuck. But anyway, there's our Erdl mic. And I love him. And I want to show him off. So, I'm really proud of that. So, that's pretty much it for the stuff in my bedroom. Can you make Rex and Bert? I might at some point. I really should, honestly, but I need some more materials before I can. The weight from the yeah, honestly, I think you're right because all the wooden railway stuff's up there. You know, that might be causing it to get stuck. Both my Wilbur 16 and 3D printed. That's cool. I would have done that, but mine are a bit older, I guess, like an older method. It takes 19 years to walk past your capsule collection. That is true. That is very true. You're some of the TTT creators that inspire me to do my own Thomas diecast series. I need a bit more characters in those lamps. Thank you, man. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, the diecast is awesome, and I really want to do more with it. I just haven't really had a chance to, I guess. Let's see. About the episodes that are dubbed non-canon in the Season 1 placeholder, do you plan to redo those scripts or replace them? Honestly, I think I'm just going to leave them as is. I don't want to touch those episodes again. But, I could replace them, honestly. That's not a bad idea. I haven't really thought about doing that. What's up, Connor's Room? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Can't believe you gatekeep Erdl Mike. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm the one that bought it. And no, I have him. Definitely. I definitely have the Erdl Mike prototype. Yeah, let me go ahead and move back to the studio, I guess. Or I can show Bachman stuff if you guys want to see that. Either way, it's fine with me. But yeah. Actually, you know what I will do? I'm going to show more of my bedroom off because I spent a ton of time decorating it. I think it looks really cool. Let me fix one more thing, though. So this is part of the capsule stuff I was mentioning earlier. But here's my Capsule Playrail metallic engine collection. I got a lot of capsule metallics, and these guys are so sick. And some of these are insanely rare and are worth a lot of money. But yeah, there's my capsule metallic collection. I keep them in here on display. Well, let's see. It would take 100 ions to move the collection. Absolutely. You are completely right. And whenever I move out, that is a terrifying thought because I have way too much Thomas merch. And speaking of way too much Thomas merch, let's go over here. Here is my Diapet lineup. I don't have Thomas because he's stupid hard to find, but I got the other 6 on this shelf here. Also have these 2 for display. up there. Here's Nendroid Thomas. I don't know if I've showed these off or not, but I'm going to go through these shelves as well, because why not? Yeah, so anyway, here is the 70th anniversary Wooden Railway Thomas, as well as the Pez Thomas, Percy, James, and Toby. Here are the mini play rails. These were from my new unboxing video, and now I have them up here on display. And we got, this is the Toby from Wild Water Rescue, the Busted Buffers video. Got a Koro Q Jack. We got this Thomas and this Percy. I don't know where they're from. Got a Pocket Fantasy Jack with no arms. We got the Coca-Cola engine lineup as well. And then the Take Along Percy Takes the Plunge set up there as well, on top of some Tomica boxes. We got this. This is Rodney from Turtles Turtles. Or it's the same model, not the prop, but you know, the same kind. I don't know what that's from actually. I think it's Lionel. I could be wrong. And then also I've got the Take and Play Thomas on the Raft there, as well as this little engine roller coaster thing. Let me read some comments real quick. You made Rex and Bert from Trackmaster knockoff Gordons. That's a good idea. I could definitely do that at some point if I wanted to. Let's see. Everyone's waiting for my story. Ice Duck. That's funny. The faces on your D261 and my D261 from the same person, different base models. That's cool, honestly. I don't know, because I don't remember where you said yours came from. My D261 faces are from Laura. She casted the Wooden Railway face for me. They took all the shine of James and put it on them all. Very true. What happened to the Chaos Emeralds? Super Bill and Ben. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That was really sick. But yeah, you know, got quite a few here. Any up to your Tommy Edwards you're willing to sell? Unfortunately, no, not at the moment. Oh yeah, Diapet Thomas became so stupid rare. I don't know why, but that is just really annoying, honestly. I don't know why. Yeah, you might have to rent a hauler. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to rent like 2 or 3 haulers to move everything. But, yeah, let's see. Where'd you get that Danger Keep Away sign from? I actually don't know. It came in a huge Japanese lot, and now I just have it here to protect people from this Toby, because I don't know what that Toby's gonna do. But, I mean, he's got that evil look in his eyes. I don't trust him at all. Okay, so, yeah, you said your faces were from Tank merch. Mine aren't. But, yeah. Can you check out my series? I sure will. Your original plans for World War 2018 Percy with mods. But, yeah, the 3D body shells are very nice, honestly, I must say. Let's see here. Did I miss anything? Oh, what happened to Cool Beans memes? That's a great question. I don't really know. We quit making them like 5 years ago, and then Noah took them down. I don't talk to Noah anymore. He kind of left, just in general. I haven't talked to him in like a year and a half maybe. But I hope he's doing well. We just don't talk anymore. Let's see. Looks like the Departing Now Keep Away sign. It could be. I'm not sure, but it might be. I haven't really done the research into that yet. And speaking of Departing Now, check out that collection. Yeah, I've got everyone except Edward now. So, really happy with this collection. If I could turn I can't turn my phone. It won't let me stream, like, sideways. But yeah, Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle, Bill and Ben, Toby, Henrietta's behind Toby, Donald and Douglas, Percy, Gordon, James and Henry are in their boxes, as well as some express coaches up there. So, I can't remember if I've showed these off or not, but I do have almost a complete Departing Now collection. He did post the video in March. That's true. Yeah, Noah still posts, like, somewhat frequently, but he just doesn't talk to us anymore. So, you know, that's fine. Never would have thought that a Thomas could become the rarest engine. That's so true. I don't know why Diapet Thomas is so hard to find. Look, I've got an empty spot right there for him above Percy, but I just can't find one. Can you show some Trackmaster and Play Rail? Yes, I can. I will do that in a bit. Rebecca in your headcanon has a white footplate and black roof. That's cool. Pretty much similar to the Play Rail one with the black roof. I like that. Anything related with Hornby you planned to make or any customs from HOO models? I would love to make Murdoch, just like buy a 9F by itself and then make it into Murdoch at some point. That would be nice. So, yeah. And then, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, this is actually 2 questions. What's up with the Marvel and Murder Drones collections? I love them. So, here's my Murder Drones figure series collection. We got Uzi, we got N, we got V, we got Doll, we got Tessa, and we got Sin. I don't have Jay yet. Jay, I need to get her. I actually need to buy her, like, pretty soon. But, yeah, I got all of those. And then also, we got a ton of Spider-Man pops up here. This is, like, my specifically Spider-Man shelf. Yeah, I still need to get an MJ pop, but that's where that's gonna go. And I also have the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur ones. I love that show. And then also, I've got some Invincible pops up here as well. Invincible is one of my favorite shows, so that's up there. I'm a huge cartoon buff, if you didn't know. I'm into a ton of cartoons, so I try and get merch of that when I can. And then, thoughts on Bachman Serhandle? I think he looks fantastic, dude. I love him. I cannot wait to get him. Probably next year. Hopefully next year. Your wallet is screaming. Dude, my wallet is dead. My wallet hates me so much, man. And yeah, I said I was talking about Noah. Noah and I have been friends for like years. And he's doing his own thing now. He doesn't really associate with us. But, you know, like I said, I hope he's doing well, regardless. You know. Do you think Glitch should restock the Prom and Tessa figures? Absolutely. I would absolutely kill to get Prom, Uzi, and N. If they would ever re-release those. Dude, I would buy those day one if they would do that. Thankfully, I got Tessa the day she released. I didn't know she was going to be limited edition either, but Tessa is by far my favorite figure in this range. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Don't think I did. Gotta watch Amphibia, Arcane, The Boys, and Invincible. Yeah, honestly, I have not seen Arcane. I've heard it's really good. My girlfriend keeps pressuring me to watch it, so I will watch it at some point because I listen to everything she says. But The Boys I watched, it wasn't for me. I did not get past the first few episodes. It's just whatever to me. But I love Invincible. Invincible is one of my favorite shows of all time. Amphibia's great too. I really love Amphibia. I wish there was better Amphibia merch because I don't really have anything. So that'd be nice at some point. And then let's see. Also, let me move around here. Another show that I actually very recently watched was Avatar: The Last Airbender. And now I'm starting to collect the pops of those as well. I don't have everybody yet, but I do have a lot of the most important characters. Yeah, so Avatar is like a perfect show, in my opinion. And I even got some of the Paz dispensers as well, and the little mini pops too. These are great. But yeah, love this show. I got a Coraline pop recently on a date. That was fun. Now I'm just showing around my room, honestly. Let's see, we got the mini diecast collection here. All of these, as well as the narrow gauge engines over here. And here is my Ertl miniature setup. These are really cool. Made a video about those earlier this year. And since then, I have 3D printed a bunch. So here is my 3D printed Ertl miniature Henry. We got Gordon. We got Boko. We got Daisy. And we got Mavis over here. I think that's everyone. And some troublesome trucks. Owl House merch is a desert. That is true. I would love to have some Owl House merch if it existed. Yeah. I saw a message. Thoughts on Digital Circus? I really like Digital Circus. I think it's great. I really like what they're doing with it so far, and hopefully it just continues with that quality. So yeah, actually, I really do want to get some Animates, Murder Drones, or not Murder Drones, Digital Circus figures. Those would be really nice. Honestly, definitely plan on getting those. Really want to get Pomni and Kinger first, but yeah, they're great. Fixed Rusty by switching out his driving axle. That's cool. Rip my wallet, 2017. Bro, my wallet has been dying long before 2017, let me tell you that much. But after 2017, it started getting a lot worse. The ending of Murder Drones damaged me. Dude, Murder Drones as a show damaged me, man. That is like... Murder Drones is my second favorite show of all time. I'll say that much. And it really did change my life. Have you watched any other anime other than BNA? I've watched one. I've watched Little Witch Academia as well. Actually, speaking of anime, let me go ahead over here. So, here's a Michiru figure that I 3D printed pretty recently. There's that. And also I got Michiru and Shiru plushes. I've got I got a couple posters here and also some keychains. I also have 3D printed the Silver Wolf necklace and here's the entire soundtrack on CD. Also got the Little Witch Academia, all the Nendoroid figures. I think Lote's hat fell off. Yeah, it did. Let me get that. Let me fix that for her. There we go. Excuse the mess on my bed if that's showing. My dog likes to lay up here, and we put towels up for him. So, yeah. Anyway, this is like this is my little anime collection. We got all of that. And then I also have a Steven Universe shelf here. This show is amazing. Love it as well. I got the Ruby Funko Pop very recently. That was a great find. This is your wallet. Stop abusing me. Yeah, no, my wallet is gonna keep getting abused. Very, very much so. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to Thomas so people don't get bored. Because that's a reason I don't really talk about other Thomas stuff. But yeah, anyway, we got what is this? This is the Lionel James, the G-scale one. Really sick. And we also got the Thomas Funny Face series up here. I'm just kind of putting stuff wherever. What's your dog's name? My dog's name is Rocket. And actually, let me go and find him. I got the house to myself right now, which is why I'm streaming in the first place. Rocket, you in here? Well, normally he's on the couch, but I don't know where he went. I'm going to find him, though. Found him. There you are. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's also very lazy. He doesn't really move much. Thomas fans only consume Thomas and nothing else. Unfortunately, that is very true for a lot of them. But yeah. There's my boy. And there's my Bachman layout in the background. There's my Rocket. Hey, buddy. But yeah, let's see. Your mom didn't let you get Atomics, James. Dude, that sucks. I would be pissed about that. Yeah. I mean, I would pay 40 for Atomics, James. He should be named Dennis. That's so true. Looks like you just woke up from a nap. Do you sleep? What? You grabbing me? What do you want? Anyway, he's actually in here with the Bachman stuff because he likes to lay on that bed. This is the guest room because I ran out of room anywhere else. You consume Sonic, Pixar cars, NASCAR, Mushroom, Murder Drones, a few other things. That's sick. Let's see. I like Sonic a decent amount. I haven't really gone too deep into the franchise. Every moving company fears you. That is so true, man. That is absolutely facts. Let me plug up the Bachman stuff here and get this running. I'm not going to do a whole lot of the Bachman stuff right now, just because I don't want to pull it all out of storage. But let's run Henry with a goods train, because I already had this on the layout ready to go. This is like every piece of goods. This is like every piece of like a goods train I can make, or every freight car, I guess. Every truck. Just everything here, pretty much. Alright, someone said Diesel should pull that, so let's do that. Let me move Henry off. I just said I wasn't going to run much Bachman stuff, but I already changed my mind. Let me get Diesel out of here. The moving company has drills and emergency plans. That is very true. I would not be surprised. Do you like Mario? Not really. I never got into the Mario franchise. I own the Bachman, Fred, and Rickety, but I won't show them off. Dude, you know what? You would. Thomas fans and gatekeeping are just the worst. Like, I feel like someone might even have the Bachmann prototypes and are just gatekeeping them. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, here's Diesel pulling this entire goods train all by himself. Look at him go. It's me, I have rickety. Yeah, Marie, I bet you would have rickety. But you know what? I can make my own. Have you ever watched Railway Customs or Numpty Pootis? I have, but I will not speak on Numpty Pootis for many reasons. Yeah. Erdl Daisy sucks. I agree. Erdl Daisy's pretty bad. Arc Minister versus Bachman Duncan is... That's a crazy beef. I watched all that happen on Twitter. Very funny. What do you think of All Engines Go? I think the toys are decent. I don't like the show. I haven't watched the show. I watched like 6 episodes, and then I quit because I can't do it. But yeah, have you watched any of my unboxing videos? I have not, but I can check them out for sure. And yeah, so to be honest, since every piece of freight rolling stock I have on the layout right now is up here, I don't feel like moving all of this, so I'm gonna leave it there for the quick running session. I know a couple people wanted to go back and see the Tommy stuff, but yeah, did you miss a chapter? Yeah, you did. He's a pedophile, I think, but you know that's pretty par for the course for the Thomas fandom. Real talk, I don't imagine they made actual prototypes. You know what? That makes sense, to be honest. Yeah. Where's your All Engines Go stuff? It's all in storage right now. There's not much of it. To be honest, there's not much worth showing. I got like, I have most of the push along characters, like most of the push along characters, and then like I have a lot of the talking stuff for the motorized, but that's about it. Was it a stupid move to buy the Busted Buffers Percy model? Nah, not really, because it's kind of cool to have. Arc Minister versus Bachman Duncan is the, whoa, children fighting! I can sell this! That's awesome. Like Uncle Stan impression's not great. They definitely made prototypes of Fred and Rickety, trust me. You know what, Jerry, I do trust you. But real talk, I actually have wanted to make some Fred and Rickety models, because I've got a ton of troublesome trucks here, and I could buy a couple more to make them. But yeah, let me go over and go back over to the studio, and we'll finish this stream up, because I'm getting really tired, and my voice is getting tired too. Actually, before we do that, let's take a look at the capsule stuff, because I know not everybody has seen this. But here is my capsule play row layout. Yeah, that's pretty sick. And then down here are all of the extra variants and such. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and show this off. I actually did get a couple of the capsule All Engines Go things just because I was curious about them, but that's kind of it. And yeah, your Grunkle stand impressions like Grenda. That's kind of funny. It really does, honestly. Where's the other 20,000 items? So maybe like a quarter of my capsule collection is actually up here on the layout, and everything else is down here in this box. Not almost everything. There's a few stragglers around somewhere, but yeah, there is so much capsule stuff that I haven't shown yet, but they're coming soon. So yeah, 10 out of 10 layout and collection. Thank you, bro. You have any models you could sell for cheap? Potentially. I need to go through my general collection and just kind of downsize. I need to look for stuff that I've got like extras of and stuff like that. So that's the plan. Where's Stefano? Stefano's right here, actually. You know, Gina's chilling. We got Darcy over here. Got Old Wheezy. You know, the best characters. You know, right here. There's Stefano. There should have been a Capsule Hank. True, honestly. I wish there was. Do you have Capsule Sydney? Yes, he's right here. He's got a Cal car. He's with Paxton. So yeah, that's the capsule collection. Pretty much everything, at least for on the layout right now. Let's go ahead and go back over. What the fuck's an Old Wheezy? Oh, it's Old Wheezy, bro. What do you mean? You know the Misty Island crane. How could you forget about Old Wheezy, the best Thomas character? There should have been a Capsule Hank. How do we tell him? Yeah, if you didn't know, Season 12 wasn't really widely released in Japan, which is why there's like no capsule merch or just Japanese merch of season 12 in general. Do you have the new Capsule Oliver? Yes, he will be here next week. And I can't wait because the 2022 one is not very good. But the 2024 one is awesome. And I can't wait to have it. So yeah. Like I said, let's go ahead and move back to the studio now. Because that's kind of everything else I had to say about that. And for those just joining the stream, here's a look at my play rail layout. And then over here are my play rail shelves. So we're back. But yeah, I know some people said they wanted to see this. So here is another good look at that. Hank? Who's Hank? There's no Hank. Some guy in Japan. As much as that is funny, it's also pretty true. So, yeah. Although I feel like most Thomas fans from Japan know who Hank is just because of YouTube and like the American fandom. This is your local moving company. Don't move houses. I'm gonna have to at some point. But that some point is not anywhere anytime soon. Hank's episode did release in Thomas Land. That's a cool fact. I kind of forgot that, to be honest. But, yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be awesome if they made Hank, but I just don't think it's very likely, sadly. Do you have the Superstation? Yes, I do. It's right here, and it's where I keep all of the old decommissioned models that I don't use anymore. Awesome layout. Thank you. I wish I had more room in my house too, because this is pretty much everything I can do. But this studio is great. Yeah, so that's the layout. And I actually got some more new pieces here. Here's the rotating bridge. This is a very new addition, as well as the wobbling suspension bridge from that one play rail set as well. But yeah, don't have a room for a big layout, sadly. That really sucks. This is the biggest I can make. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks. So yeah. Percy and the Bandstand might have a Japanese dub. I don't know which episodes got released and which ones didn't, to be honest. So yeah. But I think I'm done here. I think that's pretty much all I have to say and show. Some general collection updates. Actually, I will show off some more new stuff for the collection, just in general. Also, my Hit Toys Hank doesn't have a cold cover either. That's just made out of clay and then dried. Used to believe the rotating bridge is a reference to Toby and the Flood. Honestly, yeah, I can totally see why you'd think that, because it kind of looks like it. Now, I don't know this for sure, but I am decently sure this is based off of the Shake Shake bridge, because of when it released. It might not be, though. I could be wrong, but I thought so. Oh, yeah, I talked about the engine behind Connor and Kalen. This is the Waruta Scorpion. That was earlier in the stream. It's really funny. But, yeah, let's see. Have you watched Thomas and Associates? I did a really long time ago, and I don't really remember much about it, but I have seen it. Yeah. What else is new? Let me go ahead and just kind of skim through. Don't know what else I haven't shown. But, let's see. I got the Player LC12 pretty recently. Pretty cool. For those who didn't see my new custom video, I have Vinny now, and Axel, and Dustin, and also 16. Would you mod Tommy Molly with Edward side rods? I would like to. That sounds like a fun project, honestly. I want to give Molly side rods sometime in the future, because she looks kind of bad without them. And Molly's one of my least favorite models in the range, just in general. But, yeah. The Hank I use is the locomotive one with the moving side rods. Oh, that's a cool mod. That'd be fun to see. The Playrail Steelworks set is literally JBS before JBS. That's true. I'm surprised it was released that early. I actually, when I was a lot younger, I thought that was based off of JBS. Trackmaster Scruff is out of scale. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's massive. So, yeah. Watched a new custom video 15 minutes after it came out. Dang, thanks, bro. Oh, what else is new or new-ish? I think this shelf is pretty self-explanatory. I gave Rebecca some lamps. I think they look pretty good. They're not accurate, but I still like how they look regardless. And then, let's see. Anna, Jane, and Mabel I talked about earlier, but I'm really happy with them. I'll show their faces too. I really like how they did the faces here. But yeah, is that Kana? Yes, that is Kana. I made a CGI version of Kana. I really like it. I made a video on her a couple years ago now. Have you ever watched Trainboy 54? I have, and I've also met the man in person. So, but that's a story for another day. Is it stupid that a DAP can destroy 5 planets? Sure. I don't know what that means. Sure. Let's see. We got some branch line coaches up here. A lot of them, actually. We got Anan and Yinlong, as well as Helena and Victoria. Got the sea inside coaches. Got a couple birdies on the rail carrier back there. Caleb, I don't know what you're. Oh yeah, wait, what? You know what? I'm not gonna elaborate, but we'll leave it at that. So anyway, notice you made Millie. I did make Millie. Millie's pretty cool. Yeah. So then, here are all of the express coaches someone asked about. Got a lot of them. There are 5 green ones here, and then 4 red ones, 3 blue ones, the one from Talking Gordon, 2 Caitlins, 2 Connors, the Shooting Star one, the Season's Greetings one, 3 Spencer, and then a couple other here. All right, we got the longer Emily coaches, and then some Works unit stuff. A colossal chunk of the Boba movies are the most non-Thomas characters ever. That's totally true. I mean, you never expect to see, like, I don't know, Lorenzo as a Thomas character. He looks stupid, and I hate him. And, yeah. Have you seen Train Club or Crazy Trains? Dude, I love Train Club. Noah's a homie. I've met up with Noah in person several times. We've hung out a lot. Love that guy. He's awesome. I can't speak highly enough of him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're Millie. Okay, so yours was made from a Chinese Duncan. Okay, I can see that actually. That's not a bad idea. I just made mine out of a Trackmaster Dash. So, you know, it works. It's not perfect, and there's room for improvement here. But yeah. As trash as Boba and its characters are, I love how the train classes are from other countries. That's true. They could have done a lot more with the different countries and such, learning about different railways and how they work in different countries. Sucks they didn't do that, but oh well. And then, let's see. We also have some new rolling stock. I have beefed up my rolling stock collection a lot this year. We got some breakdown cranes. We got Rocky. We got mail coaches. I actually very recently got this green mail coach here. This is harder to find. Glad to have that. I also got the ice cream cars. We got both of them back there. The van as well as the truck. And then also some cattle cars. I have 6 cattle cars total back there. I also have 3 of these milk churn wagons. Also 4 of these like bouncing crate wagons and 2 of the shaking log wagons. How does Playrail Luke feel? You know what? He feels great, to be honest. I love him. Playrail Luke's a great model. People that hate him are just wrong. Sorry. And yeah, I mentioned Frank earlier, but this is a Trackmaster Frank done by Steve Garcia. Love this model. Every time I try to sleep on a Friday, I hear street racing. Oh Jesus, that would kill me. Growing older is realizing the Season 5 windmill is better than the Season 8 windmill. That's absolutely true. That is 100% true. I love this Season 5 windmill set. Why can't you replace the Tomy Rocket Stone with the old Trackmaster? I totally can. I just haven't. I display him like this since this is how he was sold. But I can definitely change it out if I want to. I have Playrail Victor. Playrail Victor would be nice to have. I probably wouldn't use them since I really like the Hit Toys one. But it would be fun to have just for completion's sake. Let me move back a little bit and show you guys the Troublesome Truck shelf. This is so cool. I love Troublesome Trucks. And I have a lot of them, as you can see. I have like somewhere around 30, and they all have different types of cargo in them. Yeah, I have way more cargo than I thought I did, but this is really cool to see. I recently got more stone cargo because it's very important, and I was getting really sick of having to use the Trackmaster 2 stone loads because they don't really fit properly in the trucks. So I got these, and also some coal loads. The coal loads are hard to find, and I love having them. So finally, some engines can be pulling coal trucks in my series. But yeah, there's a lot more here. The glow in the dark stone is a cool one. Got a couple paint trucks back there, some barrels, a slate, fruit, pretty much whatever. Blue troublesome truck is rickety. Yeah, absolutely. That could be rickety. He's pretty sick. How much Boko and the Twins merchandise do you have? Off the top of my head, I've got this Boko. This is the Trackmaster one, the Fisher Price one. I have a Hit Toys Boko. He fell back down there. You can see him on the floor. He was up here on this green piece and he fell, but he's down there. And then I also have a Playrail Boko over here. I've got a wooden railway Boko. I've got an Ertl Boko. Yeah, Boko died. I'm sorry. I can't reach him back there. I don't know what to do. He fell last night. Yeah, they got him. What else? I got two capsule Bokos. I've got a mini diecast Boko, got a Pocket Fantasy Boko. I think that's all of the major ones. I could be forgetting one. I've got the I've got the 3D printed Ertl miniature Boko as well. Dude, save him. Okay, you know what? Fine. I can't reach him. I don't know how. Wait, actually, I can go around Cranky maybe. Wait, chat, we got him. Oh, his chassis came off. His chassis is like way down there. But I saved Boko's shell. That's what matters. He's gonna go right there. I saved Hit Toys Boko. We got him. Duke and Boko. Haven't seen you two in a while. Yeah. Also, let's see. Twins merchandise. I have pretty much every Donald Douglas piece of merchandise. I think I have all of them, or at least like pretty much all of them now. I don't even know, like, I don't even know where to begin on listing those. Alfred was made out of a TS-05 James with Douglas tender. Cool. You saved half of him. I'm sorry. Boko has bottom surgery. All right? That's enough. I saved him. Are you happy now? Yeah. You saved his body. I mean, he's like, I don't know where they are. They're like down there somewhere. Like below the superstation. Maybe Harold ate them. I don't know. Let's see. Can we see the Ertls? I'm sorry. I don't really want to go back and open the Ertl boxes again since they get stuck so often. But they are back earlier in the stream if you want to look back. Can you have him? No. He's mine. Do you sell? Not currently, but I am planning on it. So I'm going through my collection and I'm gathering up all of the extras and variants and just duplicates and stuff I don't need. So I will be selling some stuff in the future. Not currently, but look forward to that. It'll be on my Twitter. So if you want to go ahead and follow me on Twitter, wait and see when I sell some stuff because it'll be soon enough. So yeah, take a look. I don't even know what's gonna be up for sale yet, but if anyone's interested in buying anything, you know, there will be a few things. No, I don't know how much there's gonna be, but yeah. What timeline is it? I think you mean what time is it? What time is it right now? It's 4:30. I'm on the east coast of the U.S. Let's see. I'm gonna grab. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Knowing that people are actually willing to take the stuff off my hands, because I need some cash. If you couldn't tell. But yeah. Honestly, I might do a community post here as well. Actually, if people don't want to get Twitter for this, so I could do that. Or I could list them on eBay and post the links in several places. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. So, we'll find out. Trainboy90 says he has a Twitter and Instagram. I have an Instagram too. Go follow me, guys. And I have a Blue Sky as well. I should probably promote that more. But I'm never really on Instagram because I just always forget to use it. So, yeah, probably take some capsules. I don't know for certain if I'm going to have capsules for sale or not, but I might at some point. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I have some extras. I don't know if I have sold all my extra capsules, because I have sold a lot of capsules before. This man inspires me to abuse my wallet. I'm so glad. Can you buy Trackmaster Duck and Duncan? I'm sorry, guys. I don't have extras of Duck or Duncan. A lot of my extra stuff is mostly Wood and Railway, and there might be some Take Along, but it is a lot of Wood and Railway, I know. Can we see any Sir Topham hat? Of course. The only Sir Topham hat out here is my capsule one that I use for my series, but he is right here, and I just keep leaving here with all my other figures. There's Miss Jenny. We got the Vicar. The Vicar's here, so yeah, there he is. There's the Vicar, and then some drivers, and Mike the dog. And I dropped him. Do you remember Cool Beans memes? Unfortunately. that is like the biggest stain on my reputation, I swear to God. So, yeah. Can we see the Thomas Army? Of course you can see the Thomas Army. I went through these in more detail earlier, but I will show them off again. We got some cooler stuff here. A lot of rare stuff. But yeah, love all this stuff. And of course, there's more down here because there's a lot of Thomases. And yeah, and then we also got the Annie and Clarabelles back here. The metallic ones are really nice. I love how these look. We also got the motorized ones, the talking ones, or like these are from the Talking Thomas. The Tomy ones, some blue ones, and the clear blue ones from the Playrail Expo. Those are pretty cool. What's your worst condition motorized engine? Great question. It'd probably have to be someone over here on the Superstation. My first thought immediately goes to my Hit Toys Boko, because I've had this thing since I was 2 years old. So there's that. Yeah, understandable. Love the collection. Just trying to collect myself. They're getting pricey. They are absolutely getting pricey. So I'm not. I feel bad scalping stuff, and I don't want to do that. I want to give you guys fair prices on stuff. I can't say for certain how much I'm going to have for sale because I don't know, quite frankly, and I just need to go through and see what I don't need. So I will update you guys whenever that's ready. Let's see. Can we see your custom engines? Of course. I'll just go ahead and show off some of my favorites. We got D199 and Bear, D261s here as well, Wilbert 16. We got Pip and Emma. We have got, who else? Where else are my customs? We got Sam. Sam's a really nice one. Ashima was customized for me. We got Vinny. We got Axel. We got Yuli, the mainland diesel shunter. We got Dustin. We have got Bo. We've got Smudger down here. We got Ivo Hugh. We got Kana and Sunny. We got Little Giant. We got Millie. We got Frank. We've got Ann and Yinlong and Helena and Victoria. We've got Henrietta with a face. We got Hannah as well. I don't think I showed her off. But yeah. That's pretty much it for customs. I also got Bradford here and the Spiteful Brakeman. Who's your favorite engine you have? You know, off the top of my head, probably like Donald and Douglas are up there. Murdoch's up there. Hank's really nice. I don't even know where there's Hank. I really like Playrail Stanley too. Stanley's great. Do you have Playrail and Trackmaster 2 LBSC Thomas? Yeah. Playrail, where is, okay, Playrail LBSC Thomas is here. And Trackmaster 2 one is somewhere in storage. He's in one of these boxes. I don't know where. How'd you get the yellow coach? I got this on eBay. This is from the Hit Toys James Figure 8 set. A very rare item. It was released at the very end of 2009 just to liquidate stock. And pretty hard to find. So it's very cool. Really like that piece. The second to last Kmart closed. That's crazy. Dang. Kmart hasn't been in my area since like 2015, maybe 2014. Trackmaster 2 is pretty bad, honestly. I don't like the vast majority of it. I used to use it for my series, a lot of it, until I just got better models. Although they got a couple decent ones. I like Lexi. I've said that before. Even I think like Young Bao is decent. I don't hate Spencer. He's all right. Hey, Hero's okay. I mean, they're not all terrible, but like most of them are still pretty bad. The most expensive thing on this shelf for sure is Flip Face Toby. He was $90. So every time I say that, it kind of hurts. But you know what? I still really, I don't regret buying him. Can you show us your non-Thomas Playrail stuff? Of course. I have 4 items, but sure. We got this bullet train here. I got this from my friend Diana. We got this is the EF65. I got this because I wanted the car carrier back there. We got that, and then we got a C12 and the Waruda Scorpion. And that's all my Play Rail non-Thomas stuff. Do you like Trackmaster 2 Toby? I do. I think Toby is a pretty decent model. I'm not collecting anything newer than the end of original Trackmaster. You know what? Valid. I completely understand that. Not collecting anything newer. Oh, I just said that. Do you have Oliver? If so, how was Toby more expensive? Because I got Oliver on eBay about 5 years ago now for like 30 bucks. And I'm really glad I did because, yeah. But, yeah, Toby was 90 because, I mean, flip-face Toby is definitely harder to find than Oliver. Do you have a custom Ivan? Not yet. I need to get Ivan, Carlos, and Freda to finish the Great Race cast, and I'm going to be doing those next year. Have you ever bought from Stamp Play Rail? No, I have not, just because Stamp usually just kind of has stuff that I already have, and I haven't really needed to buy from them. But yeah, Trackmaster 2 being 10 years old makes my bones wither. Yeah, guys, we're getting old. I started this channel when I was in 5th grade, now I'm a college student, so, you know. You made Frida out of Douglas, that's cool. I'm probably going to use, like, a 2018 Edward for Frida, most likely. Stamp Play Rail's page is gone. I didn't know that, but that's weird. Thoughts on Max Monty 1516? Fucking love that guy, dude. He's sick. Go subscribe to him. Honestly, demonstrate the bridge with any engine. I'm not sure which bridge you mean, but I assume you mean one of these two. So sure. We'll get Duck. I like Duck a lot, so let's go. Here's the wobbling bridge first. And then here is the rotating bridge. Very cool items. Like those a lot. How's the fake Donald Douglas? They're doing good. They're chilling. They're back here. I actually gave them some white trim. I don't know if I ever talked about that, but yeah, they're pretty cool. I use these as like spares now. Where'd you get the Thomas funny faces from? I don't know what exactly you mean by that. Do you mean like the... Oh, is it that, the Japanese series? I guess that's what you mean. Those I got on a proxy site called Japan. I just imported them from Japan. They're pretty cool. Do you keep batteries? Yes, I keep batteries in every single engine because I am too lazy to take them out. Even the variants. Every single one of these has a battery in them. So yeah. Did you ever buy from Totally Thomastown? No, because Canadian shipping is way too expensive. I respect what they're doing, but I just can't, in right mind, pay for, I just can't pay for that, like, $50, $60 shipping. Every single engine. Hope this doesn't blow up on you. Thanks, Marie. I appreciate it. I'm sure it won't. Don't worry. In, like, the past decade, I think I've had, like, 2 battery leakages. And neither of them were very serious. And I haven't learned a lesson from them, so we're going to keep doing that until something goes wrong. Any good websites to buy instead of eBay? Mercari is great. I use Mercari a lot. There are a few seller fees, but if you still get some good deals on there, that kind of counteracts that. And I've gotten some great stuff on Mercari. It's $10 for shipping now. That's honestly kind of crazy. Probably not for me, though, just in general, especially... You know, because Canadian shipping is just so expensive. It's terrible. Do you have the new Capsule Play Rail stuff? Yes, I do, and I bought it, and it hasn't arrived yet, but it will be here next week, and I cannot wait to talk about those. That'd be sick. So I did not make the Trackmaster Frank, but this was made by Steven Garcia, great custom maker, and he sold this to me a couple years ago, and I love him. Will the stream stay up? Yes, it will. I used to delete all my streams a few years ago, but now I don't. I like keeping them up. I think they're fun to revisit. So yeah, this will be up. Estimate the collection. Probably 30K off the top of my head. 20 to 30K, but probably 30. Just roughly. Hit Toys. James goes buzz buzz, and Thomas makes a mess or peak. Yes, they are. Hit Toys cooked with both of these. I love their faces especially. I struggle too, but struggle to buy Thomas models. So whenever I get something from eBay, I'm happy beyond belief. Honestly, me too. I love getting pretty much anything at all times. Just to grab something I don't have, it feels great. E93 mic is better than CGI mic. No, you're totally right. E93 mic is just the most iconic one. I love that guy. You make any customs or upgrade motors? Yeah, I made a ton of customs. I've shown those off multiple times now. But yeah, I got a ton of these, and I haven't really done any real motor upgrades. I've repaired motors. I can fix them or replace them, but like in terms of like the Hyperdash stuff, I've never really touched. If you could own something from the model series, what would you want to own? Honestly, okay, so in terms of like engine props, I would kill for like Murdoch or like Hank, like one of the really big ones. That'd be really fun. But then, like for rolling stock, maybe the breakdown train. That'd be a really fun prop to have as well. Maybe Rocky. Rocky would be cool to have too. Least favorite motorized engine. Let's see. I'm gonna for classic Trackmaster. It's probably like Bell. Bell's really bad. Trackmaster Flynn's pretty bad too. That's like the first ones that come to mind, really. But like, I guess for the ones I have to use, maybe Billy. Billy's not very good. Molly's pretty bad too. Don't really like Molly that much. Glenn, yeah, I keep forgetting Glenn. Glenn's terrible. Do you think a friendship between Neville, Molly, and Murdoch? Yeah, I would. I would love that. That'd be sick. Jerry wants the ballast and Bush's props. You're real for that. Trainboy90, I have seen your custom Coldy Fell video. That was really cool. Any boxed Tomy or Trackmaster characters? Not a single one. I do not keep stuff new in box because I don't have that kind of self control. Because I when I buy something, I want to use it and actually put them on layouts and use them for stuff. So I don't. I have 2 new in box items total, and they're both in my bedroom. I just put them on my wall. One's an Ertl Toby and one's a Push along Mishima. Neffels motorized model is very good. You're absolutely right. Great model there. So yeah, kind of out of things to answer now, but I am getting kind of tired, so I'm probably gonna leave here in a few minutes and just go and chill. Not gonna lie, hit the blacking of the windows on the engines. I get why they do it, but it looks weird. You're right. I understand that completely. It's just a matter of personal preference, I guess. To me, it makes sense since they want to hide the motors on stuff like that, but I get it. They're not great or anything, but at least there's a reason. How many Class 08 diesels do you have? For different characters, well, we got Diesel, we got Arian Burt, we got Splatter and Dodge, we've got Paxton and Sydney, we've got Yuli. That's all of them for now. I need Fernando. I need to get a Fernando custom because he's hilarious. And also, I got a ton of Diesel variants as well. Recently uploaded a short involving Daisy and Neville. I haven't seen that yet, but I definitely will check it out. Found a Tommy Oliver in a thrift store, but he was missing the motor. Honestly, I would have bought him anyway. Just why not, honestly? I mean, motors are not super hard to replace. You have 4 Arthurs. That's crazy. I got 2. This is what bankruptcy looks like. It looks like this, and it looks awesome. But yeah, I'll show off some of the road vehicles. We got Brody and Terrence. I actually printed a plow for Terrence there, and looks pretty nice. And then we got Trevor, a couple of Bulgies, Algie, Bullstrode Caroline. That's the motorized Caroline. Got a Nakayoshi Butch because for some reason Trackmaster told me never touched Butch. Got Lori 1, Elizabeth. We got the pack up here. All the pack members except for the 2 that we're not going to mention. Got Madge and Kevin. Captain here. That's the Trackmaster 2 captain. Ace as well as Harold, Jeremy, and Emerson. Got Darcy and Reg here too. Cassio and Carly are up there. There's my other Stefano. Then we got Merrick, Owen, Cranky. Beresford would be here, but he's on the layout right now. And Colin. You think your custom City of Truro is one? That's cool. I need to make this City of Truro. I just never have gotten around to it. But I definitely should, to be honest. The best class, though, is the AG push-along sick diesel. You're right. That is the best one. My earliest memory for Thomas is, like, my 2nd birthday, I think, getting my first Thomas toys. I know I got, like, a Wooden Railway Thomas starter set, which is, pretty cliche. But, I mean, that's just kind of how it started. I think I got the battery-powered one. You ever hope to make a Trackmaster Tomy layout? Well, here's one. That's my Tomy layout. Trackmaster, I don't really have enough destinations to make a really nice layout. I've got Action Canyon, and I got a few of the later Fisher-Price things. So, yeah, but there's not really a whole lot in terms of that. Do you remember watching a video where Percy pushed engines into the water? Not really. That's not super specific. Not entirely sure. Jerry's been here since the beginning of the stream, 2+ hours, and well worth it. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, it has been 2 hours, and I can't believe I've been talking for that long. But you did know that was behind you. But yeah, my layout's awesome. Yeah, I love it. I'm so proud of it. Yeah, it's crazy. Stanley sold separately. Yeah, true. Stanley was always sold separately from Action Canyon. So sad. Also, speaking of Stanley, I know someone asked me, but I will be buying Bachman, Stanley, and Rebecca as soon as they drop, and honestly, Sir Handel too at this point. And even like some of the new rolling stock, I'm definitely getting the Bachman circus cars, and the narrow gauge Blue Mountain Quarry wagons. Have you seen the narrow gauge video where they all go outside and everything goes wrong and they yell at Rusty? No, I have not, but that sounds funny. It's awesome. I'd chill there for hours. Thank you. Dude, I love chilling out here as well. This is like my own little room. Yeah, it's great. I use it for everything, basically. Oh, it was when Ertl Percy. Oh, those were Michael's Ertl tales. Dude, I haven't seen those. He took those down years ago. I haven't watched those in ages. But I do know what you're talking about now. Have you got any coaches for Peter Sam? Not yet. I don't have Bachman narrow gauge coaches. Hopefully I can get some this year. I'd like to get them. Maybe it's Christmas present. Christmas present. Sorry, I trailed off there. But yeah, for Christmas, hopefully I can get some Bachman narrow gauge coaches. I've been putting those off for ages now. But yeah, you plan to save up for Stanley? Absolutely. I mean, he's awesome. Do you plan to get Bachman Sydney and mainland diesel? Yes, absolutely, 100%. Let's see. Bachman Rebecca drops next month. I know my wallet is currently screaming at me, but oh well. I need a Bachman Rebecca. Big face or small face Rusty? Small face all the way. I hate big face Rusty. And honestly, I would absolutely love to. I would love to get a new face for my Trackmaster Rusty at some point. Only made one mainland diesel. Yeah, so did I. I don't really need more than one. Bachman Rebecca drops November 16th in limited quantities. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to get one anyway. So, yeah. Hopefully, because I never pre-ordered it. So, I might be screwed there because I didn't pre-order it. But you know what? If I can find one on eBay, then it's fair game. So, you know what? That's what I did for Bo. I got Bo on eBay because I didn't pre-order him either. So, that works for me. All credit card companies fear me. And I don't have a credit card, so that's why they fear me. But yeah. If I had a credit card, the debt would be fucking crazy, dude. I haven't made Yuli, but I named a Mainland Diesel OC Tooling. That's cool. But yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to call it here. If you guys have anything else left to say, I have been streaming for like 2 hours now. So I'm really tired, and my voice is really tired. My negotiation tactic is asking, do you take promises? I don't know what you mean by that. Do I take promises? I mean, I can make promises to people, and I usually hold them up pretty well. I like to think. But yeah, like I said, pretty much I think that's the end of the stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it, talking to you guys, just hanging out for a bit. So yeah, without further ado, I think that is pretty much everything. It's no weird people back in the day hated Mad Bomber. The whole fandom loves it. Yeah, it's kind of weird, actually. The stream is well worth my head aching. Jared, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to give you a headache. That's my bad. But, yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much everything I have to say. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and watching. 30 viewers is awesome, actually. That's pretty high compared to what I normally get. So, yeah. But I think I'm going to call it here. So, thank you all once again. So, find the rest of Boko. Don't worry, I will. I will save the rest of Boko, I promise. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys later. Hopefully, the next stream won't take a year. I think it's been a year since I've streamed. But, yeah, I'll see you all later.